Chaos tonight at the first Prichard Water Board meeting since the news broke of millions of dollars in questionable spending.
It was standing room only for a highly anticipated meeting, but it ended up having little to do with the local and federal theft investigations. Gabby Easterwood was at that meeting tonight. She's in the studio right now to tell us about this boiling point in the Prichard water saga.
Well, emotions were definitely high at this meeting, and the meeting truly showed the turmoil and lack of control within the board, and what the Prichard mayor called disappointing in how they're operating as a board.
One more thing. Quiet, one more thing. This director don't speak.
It was a battle royale, water board style, Monday at Prichard Water's regularly scheduled meeting.
Once again, he done sit here and gave y'all a lot.
A meeting that put the spending investigation on the back burners. And a line divided board members John Johnson and Cherry Doyle on one side and Chairman Russell Heidelberg on the other side.
Not only does he operate like a dictator, he does not tell the truth.
Johnson and Doyle made claims that Russell is corrupt, a liar, and keeps them in the dark on important board issues, and refused to meet after Johnson claimed Heidelberg said the board was in a dire financial situation.
For some reason, our chairperson thinks he is the board, and he's not. He's one vote.
Heidelberg never engaged with the verbal attacks, but had rebuttals to some of the claims.
That money is not operation fund money. That is bond money. It has to be used, and there are penalties when you don't use it for its intended purpose.
Multiple residents were kicked out of the meeting as well.
It's obvious what's happening. Sir, go her out. Let's go her out.
Director Doyle kicked out one woman. She said her husband's name was on the water bill and therefore couldn't address the board.
They don't want me to tell the truth because John Johnson, Morris, and that Doyle is part of, they allowed Neil Bradley to do what she did. They allowed it. They didn't have any complaints then.
Mayor Jimmy Gardner disheartened about it all.
Could not be more disappointed. We can agree to disagree, but at some point we got to realize we have a job to do. We have responsibilities and duties, and we should meet those responsibilities and duties by acting like a real board, right? And that's not what you've seen tonight.
After all of the agenda items, they went into an executive session to discuss lawsuits and pending litigations against them. Board Attorney Jay Ross at one point in the meeting said new lawsuits are coming in every day. Live in studio, Gabby Easterwood at WKRG News 5.
Thanks, Gabby.